We're back. Just got off the phone with the parts store for the spark plugs. They don't have the NGK iridiums, so that's what we're going to be putting in this car. They have a one copper one. So right now, we're going to remove the cabin air filter assembly. The one's already popped out, so quarter turn pops, quarter turn pops. This is the cover for it. Okay, it just slides out like that. So it goes in between the seal here. So it goes in between here, this lip. Oh, there's a piece of plastic that was broken from something. Jeez Louise. Dirty side down, clean side up. And the next step is these Torx right here. So there's 4 of them, and then this whole assembly should pop out. So we're gonna set the camera down. Just slides out like that. I'm just gonna probably take that apart and clean it or something. I don't know. Set it up to the side. Probably put all this on the side of the car, to be honest with you, since I'll be over on the passenger side a lot checking out the especially when we get in these cams, you want to come on this side. Everything will be, I think, on this side of the vehicle. You'll be standing mostly, from what I was reading in the descriptions and videos I've watched on this. So now I don't know if you need to disconnect any of this stuff. Let me look real quick for the next procedure. Nope. Okay. Can you guys see pretty? No, not really. Probably about right there. I have never seen this style of connector, but it looks like you'd take a little pick on either side. And remove the O2s. I'm gonna be very gentle with this because I know how expensive these connectors can get. Pull that out. Perfect. Now that that's out, there is a bunch of wiring that is tucked. Some of that back on there because that was, and then there's like a little spring clip style thing. I'll show you that guys in a minute, but it just wants me to get it all out the room right there. So down here there's this style, and then back here there's a spring clip that all these wires get pinched into. How did I have it hooked back up like that, maybe like that. This just pops out. Now this, we're gonna take and cut. We'll put new zip ties back in place. Did this. Now down here, here's the coil pack ground harness. It is this bolt right here. So coming up, if you look, there's a wire that protrudes off of here. That's the grounding cable. I believe it's a 13. So I'm gonna real quick remove that. So these up here are 8 mils. And I'll just show the camera real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. These right here. So when you pop this off, you get a little bit more space. So there's one right here, and don't know if there's any more in the back. Shouldn't have to remove this because this is that bracket assembly for the O2s that sit into. So keep in mind, you're pretty good to just crack it loose. Okay, now that this is out and away from the vehicle, button for your hood. Okay, cool. So yeah, we got that all taken care of. We can move this over to this side now. So a little thing to be, so the two have these on the front, okay? Everything else stays in. This is where your top of your cover mounts onto, those bolts, whatever. Just the fronts of these are the studs that actually are bolted in. The rest just stay in the valve cover. They're either part of the valve cover or they're just a stud that you know, twist 2 nuts on, you put it in. So yeah, we're going to continue to remove the rest of these coil packs, and then we will get to the 15 bolts. So I'll just do that real quick. Okay, set you guys up right there. Oh wow, these are on really loose. They're probably supposed to be. I'll have to see what the torque spec is. I can't imagine it's much. There's 50. To shop, put her in the cleaner, and she is so fresh and so clean. So yeah, that's done. That's taken care of. The next thing to do is to set the motor to top dead center. So we're gonna use my long Snap-on 3/8 with the adapter. Oh, you see it says C, there's a dash in the middle, and then a T. So that point needs to go in between, and that would be the top of it. So I'm trying to get the light in a good spot, but well, so that side, this side. Okay, now that that's out, the next step is to, so now we're going to loosen up this. This is like kind of in like a valve body. It's like a restrictor, so we're just going to crack this loose. This looks, the 3 bolts are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so now we're going to take these bolts out. So like I said, it is critical that you guys have that gap in there. That's to fully retard to, so this hub goes in and out inside of here. Same thing for this side. So when you rotate them and retard them at top dead center, it's pushing them back on each side so you can get in there. And then I'll show you guys a little trick that I watched a video on and learned. is essentially the reason why that they do it that way. But like I said, in there, now you can kind of see it. That's the inner hub that I was talking about where you get on. There's two parts, so this shaft has got a notch on either side cut out. I think it's a 10 mil and a 12 mil. So you hold the 10 mil and you just... So these ones, they were up on top. It wants you to use those. So we're going to put these in its place. This is what I was talking about. So I think the next step now, before I go to check, I like to do things in one steps. Make sure that, you know, if you skim and scan through all the information and you don't fully utilize the information right away, you know, you could skip a step. You know, there might be something very important that you might have forgot about if you read 5-6 steps ahead. You know, it's to me, it's critical to just take your time, go slow, understand what you need to do. So now we can slide this Johnny. Take these bolts completely out. As you can see here, it does say BS. That is BSON. So this was rebuilt with a BSON. I don't know if the whole hub is theirs or not. I would assume that the person that put this in did it all. So now that this is out, this is awesome. This is something that we're going to do on the bench. So we're going to pull this apart on the bench. I'll show you guys how to disassemble this, how to clean all this out. Same thing for here. And put all new seals in, O-rings, everything.